And it came to pass, when our enemies heard that it was known unto us, and God had brought their counsel to naught, that we returned all of us to the wall, every one unto his work. Nehemiah 4:15. When the enemies without you, those fears, doubts, and dark imaginings, hear that their counsel has been exposed, they vanish. God hath brought their counsel to naught means that the inner judge, your own I Am, has declared them null. You see them for the mere shadows they are, without substance or power. And in that moment of recognition you say within, they have no counsel against me. Then you return to the wall. This wall is your chosen assumption, the imagined state you have built stone by stone in your mind's eye. Every man, woman, faculty, and function within you resumes its sacred labor, each unto his work. The doubter falls silent, the builder rises. Your imagination, the Lord David within you, takes hold of every brick of thought and welds them into a fortress of fulfilled desire. Know this, the opposition you faced was never more than a collective reflection of your uncertainty. When you hold fast to your assumption, every fragment of your being, your memory, your hope, your longing aligns in perfect harmony. The counsel of defeat dissolves, and the chorus of creation sings. Thus Nehemiah's return to the wall is your return to the throne of imagination. The world without rearranges itself because the world within has affirmed its truth. Enemies flee, shadows fade, and the ever-present I Am stands guard over the citadel of your mind. There, each one resumes his work, faith, persistence, and joyous expectancy. In that certainty, the wall completes itself. You have not labored alone. All the generations of men, your own David, have done your will, bearing witness to the power you discovered within. This verse portrays two inner states. First, the rising alarm when enemies, our doubts, fears, or limiting beliefs, seem to gather against us. Second, the calm conviction that it was known unto us and that the higher self has nullified their counsel. In other words, we shift from reactive worry to settled assurance. That turning point in consciousness dissolves inner opposition, restoring us to a productive, peaceful state. God had brought their counsel to naught describes how your own imaginal act, your inner state, invalidates all negative patterns. In Neville's framework, the world is simply a shadow of your consciousness. When you firmly assume a victorious state, you strike the chord to which every shadow of fear must yield. The enemy's counsel are merely responses to old imaginings. Once you reassign your attention to an empowered assumption, those responses collapse of their own accord. This verse unveils your divine prerogative, the power to annul any limiting narrative by a sustained inner assumption. You are the one in whom God, your own consciousness, resides. When you recognize that no outer opinion can stand against your chosen state, you become the sovereign author of your reality. The ancient builders of Jerusalem's wall are nothing more than aspects of your own imagination, repurposed to serve your belief in safety and success. Begin by recognizing any inner enemies, those fears, doubts, or critical voices, as nothing more than shadows. Quietly affirm to yourself that their counsel is void and that you stand firmly under the guidance of your higher self, allowing the relief and power of this assumption to wash over you. Then imagine yourself returning to the wall, calmly and confidently re-engaging with your true creative work, and savor that feeling for several minutes each day. As you persist in this inner reversal from fear to assured creation, you will observe a realignment in your outer circumstances. Opportunities will emerge, obstacles will dissolve, and the wall of your achievement will steadily rise. In practicing this, you tap the same divine power celebrated in the story of Nehemiah. You become at once the Lord who nullifies false counsel and the builder who repairs the breach, and your imagination, once mastered, becomes the unstoppable architect of your world.